Well, that was fun. I totally have been talking to myself for 15 minutes. I never hit record. Whatever. Story of my life. Hey, my name's Marla. This is my face. Sometimes it looks better. Sometimes it looks a lot worse. That's just part of my charm. So here we are. I want to help shed some light on this twin flame thing. I don't even like calling it a twin flame. I think that's kind of corny. I like to call it divine counterpart or frequency match. And when I was talking to myself before, I made this chart. Not really, it's not a chart, but I made this thing. I'll show you in a second. But I want to try to start at the beginning. I'm really bad about telling stories in circles because I get excited. My brain moves really fast. And so sometimes I just shut down and don't talk because I can't catch myself. I can't catch my thoughts. Okay, anyway, the reason that your twin flame and you, or your divine counterpart, or your energetic counterpart, your frequency match, the reason that you're not shaking the camera, the reason you're not in union right now is because, and I'm using myself as an example, and if you're watching this, I'm onto you. Let me look at the camera. I'm onto you. Okay. Anyway, this is how I noticed that my video was not recording. Because I am putting my magic candle, my love candle, in the video so that every time this video is played, this candle will never burn out. My intention is for my intention to be amplified every single time this candle is viewed on camera. The candle will never burn out. With my love sigils and all that, self-love, universal love, unconditional love, romantic love, all that's in that candle. Okay, so I encourage you to try that. Because that means not only am I giving my energy to it, other people are giving their energy to it. And it's sending that same energy to the people that are watching that. Okay, that's not what this video is about. This video is about why your energetic counterpart and you are not in union. Okay, I'm going to start out with like my theory on the science behind it, and then I'll kind of go into some examples. Okay, matter of fact, me doing this video is me raising my vibe, or me raising my frequency, our frequency, me raising our frequency so that he has to raise his. It's like a ball and a chain. Okay, so this is going to be a really bold move on the numbers that I picked. If he's watching, if this is not the most obvious sign, then I don't even know what to do with him anymore at this point, honestly. This all kind of clicked with me whenever I watched a video on sex magic, and it talked about how your womb is the universe, and any man that you let enter you, you exchange energies. But anyway, you'll have to get into that on your own. Maybe I'll do a video about that another time once I think enough about it and I come up with, my own theories. I'm just a conspiracy theorist, even though they're not really conspiracies, they're real. Okay, to the point. Real bad about that. So the frequency that you and your energetic counterpart were born with is the same. Nobody else has your frequency that is unique to you and your person. The divine feminine, the divine masculine, sometimes that's male, male, sometimes it's female, female, it's male, female, or I don't know, whatever. Gender it doesn't play a role in this. It's just the yin and the yang. Okay? So, I don't know if you can see this. This is backwards, but hello, have you ever heard of mirroring? So anyway, these are the numbers that I picked to represent our frequency, whatever that is. And that might be our frequency. I don't know. Hell. But if that's not obvious to you and you're watching. Okay, so anyway, if here's your divine feminine, here's where, let's just say my frequency is here, and I just threw some numbers in here. That shit don't matter to me. This is my frequency, okay? And then divine masculine is always, I just made him a little bit lower. They're always way behind. So, I don't know if you can tell, but here's my frequency, here's his frequency. Okay, theoretically. I keep raising my frequency to get to this frequency. He has to do the same thing. It's like pulling a trailer. Okay, I'm the truck, he's the trailer. I always laugh. I tell my son, he's a Taurus, I always tell him, he's, what is it they say, you need a little hitch in your giddy up? I don't know. I always tell him he needs to keep pulling that trailer. He's got a trailer full of junk in his trunk, or in his trailer. It's slowing his ass down, which is really symbolic of your mind. If your mind is full of shit, you're going to be slow and scattered and all over the place. You need to ground yourself. But anyway, so once we get to this frequency, we'll be in union. The closer I get to this, the closer he gets to me. The closer I get to this, the closer he gets to this, the closer we get to this. Okay, but if you're not both moving, you're not getting anywhere. Let me start using some real life examples. If you've ever looked into the runner-chaser dynamic, you're both simultaneously runner-chaser. For me, I'm runner. Energetically, I'm the runner. Physically, I'm the chaser. I think I'm like an avoided state, honestly. My divine masculine and my divine feminine are kind of like my yin has been yanged, my yang has been yin to whatever. I don't know what is what. Yeah, anyway. You'll see me umming and mumbling and rambling a lot. That's the Arkansas in me, whatever. So as long as I'm not facing reality, he's not facing himself. I'm going to slow that down. As long as I'm not facing reality, he's not facing himself. Because I've already faced myself. I've already figured out who I am. I've already figured out my purpose. I do avoid it sometimes because myself, my own thoughts, I enjoy them so much that I'm energetically running from him because I'm so consumed with my thoughts. But most of my thoughts, well, they're simultaneous. I can multitask with my thoughts pretty rapidly. I can't not think about him constantly. I've tried absolutely everything. When I try to get away from the synchronicities, the numbers and stuff, it's with the music. And I just thought his birth time, when I did his birth chart, I'm not going to say it. That's so obvious. His birth time, when I can't not think about it. It just pops up all the time. If I don't look at the numbers, if I stay away from my phone and the technology and any kind of clock or any number or books or words or anything, somebody else will say something that I know for a fact is directly linked to him. So there's no getting away from it, even though I try. So that's me being the runner, energetically, mentally. Now physically, I long for our connection, but he's running physically. But energetically, he's chasing. Wait a minute. He's running from himself. Yes, so energetically he's chasing because he's running from himself. I don't know. I'm in such a voided state. Like I've got him figured out. I can look at his picture and I can tell his mood. I don't do that very often. I just started doing that. But I really do try not to think about it all the time. But I can't not. But then I'm so in my thoughts and learning things and teaching myself things and remembering things from past lives and remembering who I am that I'm running from him. Because I enjoy my thoughts. I enjoy learning so much that it's like I want to push him out of my mind so that I can keep chasing after myself. So if you're following at all, sometimes it's hard for me to even keep up with myself. That's how rapid my thoughts are. Anyway, the point is if I'm not doing like my calling, which is I'm a master teacher 33. Okay. So it's double the 3, which is the talented child. My bulletin board's up here. Double the 3, which is the talented child, and then simplified is a 6, which is the caregiver. So, and then just the 33 itself is the master teacher. I master everything that I do. I get so bored, so I could never go to college. I master everything that I do, and it plagued me as a child because it's like I can't figure out what I want to do with my life. I'm 29 years old, almost 30 years old, and I'm just now figuring it out. I was born with my third eye wide open. So at some point I got scared and it closed off. And I'm just now figuring it out. meditation's the only way to really get there. And here I go off on a tangent. So many videos. See, it's just like I have so many thoughts and so many things that I can be thinking about, that I can be doing, that I don't do them. Because instead of running towards my purpose, I'm running towards myself. Wait, did that make any sense? I don't know. Are you even still with me? Okay, so I run from my purpose. And the more that I run from my purpose, he runs from himself. So if I chose to not do these YouTube videos to teach the masses, because this is the quickest way to get a hold of everybody, right? Calling all soul family, here we are. If I'm not teaching, if I'm not doing my purpose, I'm not facing reality. I'm only facing myself. And if all he's doing is working and distracting himself with all other kinds of dumb shit, then he's running from himself, right? He's not facing himself. So honestly, there's the whole video right there. You run and chase at the same time. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, what your calling is, what your purpose is, you're not going to come into union, because you're distracting yourself from the truth. You're distracting yourself from the truth, from reality. It's one thing, you have to figure out how to balance being in both worlds. That was hard for me because I liked the fantasy world. I liked to be off in La La Land. I like when my head's in the clouds. I like clouds, they're fluffy. But if I don't face reality and realize that I do live in a society of money grubby people, and I don't figure out how to fit in, and also knowing your north and south node will help you figure that out. If I don't work on fitting in, then I'm staying stuck. I'm staying in La La Land, which means all he's doing is trying to fit in. All he's trying to, this is another synchronicity. All he's trying to do is fit in, and he's not facing himself. So once I post this video, the energy will shift. I don't know how that will physically manifest, but it will for him. So, checkmate.